Hi everyone. I hope you guys had a great week and a great last weekend. It has been a long day here. It is, what time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock at night here. It's been a long day, but I wanted to film a new video, and you probably won't see this maybe Wednesday or Thursday when I edit it. Tonight I went to my daughter's 9th grade orientation, which was really exciting. She's been going to the school that she's at for 3 years. It's an all-girls school. And now she's going to be a freshman. And she's probably been acting like a teenager for the last 3 years anyway. So school starts on Monday, and that's what I had to do tonight. This weekend was my sister's last weekend here. So as a family, we decided to go geocaching. If you don't know what that is, basically all over the world, people have hidden these little, we call them treasures. The kids call it treasure hunting. So they've hidden these geocaches, and there's an app that you can download, and it shows you where all of the geocaches are. So you can GPS your way to them. So a lot of the best ones are usually on hikes because people hide these huge boxes filled with stuff. Lots of trinkets, sometimes toys, trackables, which is things that people can take and then log online to show where this little coin has been. So my niece and nephew love it. We took them geocaching for the first time when we visited California, and they've been talking about it ever since. The treasure hunting. That's how they remember my boyfriend. You're the one who took us treasure hunting. So we went on Ia Loop Trail, which is one of the more popular trails here, and we found about 4 geocaches. The trail's about 5 miles long. We did about 2 miles in, and then we went 2 miles back out. But the kids loved it. They brought stuff to trade, because if you take one, you leave one. So they ended up with like a Rubik's Cube and a little toy car, a little tiger. So they really, really enjoyed it. And that's what I did this weekend. And I was so tired that when I got home, I took a nap. I am getting like way too old to do that kind of stuff. Anyway, so today I wanted to share some stitch email. I've got some WIPS that I also wanted to share. And we'll get started. So I'm drinking out of this for the first time. This is my pineapple mug. I made this at Clay Cafe. I painted it. I didn't make the mug itself, but I painted it. It's green inside. And I've got lemonade in there, but it's pretty cool. I love it. It's like, I don't know, I just love it. And I have like this pineapple lamp right up here, so it totally matches my little pineapple theme that I've got going on with just a couple of items. All right. So last video, I was kind of torn. I had just finished my time traveler, and I didn't know what to stitch next. It was either going to be my sister's stamp, the mason jar that she wanted, or a couple of other things that I had in mind. So I decided Bothy Kit was calling my name, the Alice in Wonderland kit. So that's the one that I started. It looks like this. And I basically worked on just this section right here, just very little. I had a busy week, but here it is. This is the section I'm working on. We've got her, Alice. This is going to be Alice's head in this area. She's holding the flamingo that she uses in the movie to croquet. Croquette. Am I saying it wrong? We've got some metallics in here. I totally made a huge mistake. So I stitched about half of this in black, and then I was like, wait a second, that's like a wrong symbol. It says S, and it should be like an X. And so I realized that it was wrong, and I had to take that out. Luckily, I didn't have to frog a lot, so that was a good thing. And then we got the roses going on. Sorry about that little cut. I didn't realize that my computer went to sleep, and I was like, what's going on? So anyway, okay, so here's my new work in progress. I love the fabric. I just love it. And the light, I mean, you can kind of tell it's got like this yellow, this pink, blue, green. I just love it. It's really, really pretty. So I started working on this. Then for the other one, which was the Stamp Dimensions mason jar kit, I didn't have a hoop. I haven't used a hoop in a long time. So I had to venture off to Walmart to buy one. So really, I just started that one, and I was only able to put in a couple of stitches. And when I was really, I hadn't taken this out of the kit until then. Gosh, do you see how like light I don't know if you can see that, the stamp part, the X's are super light. They're really hard to see. But luckily, I did get something in my stitchy mail that's going to help me with that. I believe it's going to help me with that. And they're super tiny, tiny X's. I would say this is like a size 16, maybe 18 stamp count. But so I thought this was going to take me just a little bit. I'll work on it for like a couple weeks, I'll be done. The fact that it's so tiny and so lightly printed, I think it's going to take me a little bit longer, but I think it's going to look really cool when I'm done. I think she's really going to like it. I did finish the tiny little bird. I'm going to insert a picture. So that's probably the smallest thing I've ever cross stitched. It was 1/1. And I finished it onto the pendant that I showed you guys last video. And so my sister is going to take that home and bead that up into a really nice necklace. I can't wait to see it. So I was like, hey, she's doing something for me, crafty. I've got to do something for her. And so that's why I busted this one out too and started this one. So this will be, I'm usually a monogamous stitcher, but I think I'm probably going to go back and forth maybe every couple of days and work on each one. And there's another one of my WIPS. Oh, let me show you how this is going to look when it's finished. So it's supposed to look like this. So it says love always. I mean, it's a cute pattern. So another one of my WIPS has been calling my name. This is one that I haven't touched in a while. I would say like a year, maybe. Yeah, I would say like a year. I haven't touched this one. Let me just put this down here. And it's Mirabilia's Mermaids of the Deep. I just took the photo out so I can show you guys. I bought this a long time ago. I bought this probably when it first came out. It came out in 2005. I probably bought it in 2006 because I wanted to stitch it as me and my daughter. But other things came up, and you start to do other things, and other things catch your eye, and so finally I was like, I need to start working on this. So I started working on it last year. I didn't get too far into it, but I did enough where you can totally see the mermaid. There we go. My neighbors are coming home, so they talk really loud. You might hear them. So here's my mermaid. The first one says the daughter, as I like to call her. I don't know if they're sisters or daughters. I'm thinking of it as a mother and daughter, but that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know if you can catch I've done some of the metallics already. So I've got some of the green metallics in there, the pink ones, this rust colored one. I think it's just going to be gorgeous, and it's on this like blue-green fabric. It's on a 28 count. I'm doing it on a 28 count, but I can't remember the name of the fabric or who I bought it from because it was just so long ago. But that is another one of the WIPs that I've decided to bust out and really start working on and get that done, because I think they are calling to me and they're like, finish me. So I need to get that done. All right. So I wanted to go on about some stitchy mail. I was really excited because I got a lot of cool stuff last week in the mail. The first thing that I think is really going to help me on this project, and has actually been helping me on the Alice in Wonderland project, is this. So I ordered the Mighty Bright. I had seen a Flosstube video that someone had gotten a keepsakes. I can't remember who it was. Oh my gosh, I need to go look it up. It was like a month ago that I saw this, and they had gone to keepsakes, and they had shown this on their video. And I was like, oh my gosh, that looks super awesome, and I need that. So I ordered it off of Amazon. It's really cool. It actually comes with a stand, so you can actually, maybe I'm behind the times. I don't know. I'm sure some of you guys have seen this already. But you basically like have this stand where you can clip it in. So if you wanted to put it on the table and use the magnifier and the light, you can. I prefer to clip it on to my things. It's also magnetic. You heard that. This is a magnetic table. It like has this huge magnet on the back, and it just sticks to the table. It's super, super awesome. So you just kind of clip it to the top of your work. It stays there. You've got the magnifying glass, and then it's like an LED light, super bright. You can also change it, so if you press it again, then one of the lights dims, and then it turns off. So it's got 2 settings, and it just really, really brightens up what you are working on, and then you can use that to help you see. So definitely that is going to help me with this, and it's already been helping me when I work on my Alice in Wonderland stuff, because I tend to do most of my work at night when I'm watching TV late at night, and so it's really, really helped. I suggest that light to anyone. It's really super awesome. Okay, so that was the first thing that I got in the mail. The second thing was a package from Cindy. Actually, that wasn't the second thing. The second thing was a couple of patterns I got off of Stash Unload. So I picked up some Lizzie Kate patterns, some Santa patterns. This one is Coming to Town Santa from 2011, and this one is Unwrap the Joy Santa from 2012. And I just thought they're super cute. I like the cutesy Santa stuff. You know, I don't have a lot of Christmas stuff, and what I'm going to show you next, and what else I got this week, I'm going to need to find some really cutesy Santa stuff. I don't think these are going to fit on what I got this week, but we shall see. I may be able to kind of make it my own and switch some things around and make it not so long, but a little bit more squarish, and they'll totally fit. So let me get on to that. I'm a member of the My Fabric Club, which is run by Fabric Flair and Cindy Sorley. And I've only been a member since May. I had wanted to sign up a long time ago, but then I was like, I don't know, you know. It's really reasonable. It's $17.99. I do the Ada, and I've done 14 and 18 count, but you can switch up the counts. I think I'm going to switch to 16 count for next month. And you also even weave linen, and it comes in all the sizes. So I get the 17 by 19, I believe. 18 by 27 is the next one. That price goes up a little bit more to 20, I believe. And then you can get like a half a yard. I mean, totally up to you if you join the club and what you can do with it. So I am part of the seasonal club and the regular club. There are two different clubs. The seasonal club is always going to be some kind of seasonal fabric, and then the regular club is any kind of fabric, I mean, any day fabric. So there was a mistake in my order this month, but it's being fixed. I got 2 of the seasonal fabrics, which means that at some point I'm going to give away one. Not today, but maybe if I hit like 100 subscribers or something, I'm going to give away the double fabric that I got, and it is awesome. Okay, so this is the seasonal fabric. It was a Christmas in July theme, I believe, is what I kind of gathered. So if you belong to the My Fabric Club and you have not received your fabric yet, you may want to like speed up a little bit, fast forward, or turn away while I show the fabric if you really want to be surprised when yours comes. So this is the seasonal. It is freaking awesome. I had to say that. It's so cool. It is really 4 fabrics in one, because you can cut out these blocks and stitch different things on them. I think this would be perfect for the Christmas ornament issues. If you find like a little motif that you really like and don't want to make it into an ornament, you know, you can always stitch it on this. I mean, it's super, super cute. So there's the first panel. There's the second panel. There's your third panel. And then the fourth panel is this music. I mean, it's just super, super cute. 4 different fabrics in one. And actually, they did this a couple of months ago with Halloween fabric. I already have planned what I'm going to stitch on it. So once I reordered it into 18 count because I got it in 14, and what I want to stitch on it, it's not going to fit in the blocks, but I've got 3 different things that I want to stitch on. I will totally be sharing that as soon as I'm ready to start stitching those. Hopefully a couple of months. So that was my fabric party fabric that I got. Then I got an order in from Cindy. So I ordered the Mirabilia Designs 25th anniversary. I think it's super cute. It's really nice. And I want to stitch it on one of Cindy's lace fabrics. Not do the pink around it, but just do the little cameo on a lace fabric. I think that's going to look amazing. And so that's what I want to do with that eventually. Okay. I also got, Cindy does these wonky cuts every once in a while. And every once in a while I'm able to snag one. So it's like weird cuts of her fabric that, you know, when they've cut the regular size, whatever is left over. So this one's really cool. So it's spider webs. It's some linen. It's 28 linen. Okay, so it's spider webs, 28 linen. The spider webs are kind of like a blue-gray. And I want to do, I have a cross-stitch pattern book from like the 1980s that I picked up at a thrift shop, and it's got these black cats all sitting in a row, and that's why I want to do that. That's what I want to put on it. So that's probably what's going to go on there when I get to that one. I like to have something in my head when I buy the fabrics, just because like I don't know, I'm just like that. I like to like know like that's kind of what I want to put on there. Okay, then just like everybody else, like a month ago, I bought one of the Mirabilia, and so the 25th anniversary ones, I got the Seaside Kingdom. I drew a blank on what it's called, Seaside Kingdom, and I just figured I'm in Hawaii. I mean, I remember this. I remember this when I was stitching years and years ago, and I wasn't particularly drawn to it. My tastes have changed, and I think I said that the last time. Everybody's taste changes, and I want to change. I want to convert their skin color tone to a little bit more of an olive, to kind of just match living in Hawaii. And so I got the fabric to go along with it, and let me just show you what that is. It is Sun Sea Sand. So this is the fabric that I'm going to be stitching it on. And I'm probably going to start like down here in this area and then have it build up. So what I didn't realize when I when I bought the pattern and the fabric, and I know it looks white up here for the sky part, but it's really like a purple. It's a very light purple, light blue color above the water. Okay, so what I didn't realize is when I looked at the pattern when I finally got it, is that all of this part is not stitched. So the model was stitched on like, I guess like this cream colored fabric, this white colored fabric. So all that white that you see in the sandcastle is not stitched. It's just from the white from the fabric. And unfortunately, I'm going to stitch it on this fabric. So the background's going to be the ocean. It's going to be blue. It's going to look weird. So I'm going to have to fill the entire sandcastle in, which is not a big deal. I'm not going to be doing the border anyway. I'm not going to be doing the water on the edges. I'm just going to be doing the sandcastle itself and the two children. So I'm going to have to convert that a little bit. Possibly find like a very light colored sand tone so that the rest of it that is really dark still stands out. So if you can see that, I really want that shading to still stand out. So I'm going to just have to find a very, very light colored sand for that. Okay. All right, so this is my favorite thing that I got. I think I said that about the Mighty Brights. Okay, so this is my second favorite thing. I got one of the hand-painted fabrics. I ordered one of the hand-painted fabrics. This is called Dreamy Moon and Stars. So the guy, Gavork, who does the Fabric Flair, he was embossing on the fabrics, and I just thought it was like super, super cool. And I was like, I need to find something. What am I gonna put on this fabric? I really want this fabric, but I don't want to buy it if I don't know what I'm gonna stitch on it. Like I said, I'm kind of like that. So I figured out what I wanted to stitch on it right away. Okay. So this is the Dreamy Moon and Stars, and it's like a hillside. And then if you can see, okay, you can see it. It's totally glittering. So the moon is painted on there. You see that? It's painted on. It's painted silver. So is the star, and there's a star up here that's painted silver as well. A little bit of silver over here, a little bit of dots up here, just for some shine. Okay, so there it is. A little bit more dark there. There you can see the dimension to it. All right. So I didn't want to stitch on the moon. I didn't want to stitch on the star. And I thought, I want to stick something right in the middle of those two objects. What am I going to put there? And then my mind went to my favorite, one of my favorite cross-stitch designers, Lena Lawson. And I'm going to put Old Ukulele. He's like, I just adore him. I don't know what it is about me that was drawn to this one. But I think he would just be perfect. It's kind of like he's playing a lullaby in the middle of the night with this moon and this star. And I want to put him smack dab right there on the middle. So, some of you may be wondering, how do I position than all my fabrics. You've seen my time traveler maybe, or you've seen my headless horseman. How did I get the position there? So the best thing to do is, if you're going to be using one of these printed fabrics, is to cut out a piece of paper that is the exact size of what it's going to be when it's finished. This is a 16 count, so I measured it out. I don't remember what the exact measurements are, but I took the stitch count, put it into that yarn tree stitch calculator, and got the measurements, and then cut out my piece of paper. So when I put him on the fabric, I can place him. That's not working, doing it that way. There we go. I can place him where I want to place him, and then start stitching right there. So if I want his feet to end up right around here, that's where I'm going to kind of put the paper, and I can shift it around and figure it out. And of course, he's standing there, so a lot of this space is not going to be used, so you're kind of eyeballing it, but that is the best thing to do. Then I thought, he's just lonely. He's super, super lonely on this fabric all by himself, and I've got all this space up here that I want to utilize, so what do I want to do? So I decided to look for a dragon. I want to put a dragon, a flying dragon, so like he's playing music to this flying dragon late at night. Unfortunately, I have not been able to yet find a dragon that I like, one that's flying. If any of you know of a dragon pattern that would fit this, and this is a 18 across, so it's 18 inches on 16 count. I don't want it to go all the way across, but something like that would be super cool. I want to put either a dragon up there. I did find a free pattern for a fiery phoenix, kind of like the phoenix in Harry Potter. So I did measure it out. My phoenix paper, here he is. I wrote phoenix on it, so I know which one is the phoenix. And the phoenix would totally fit right here. Let me see if I can pull that up. So the phoenix would totally fit right there. And so it, flying in the air right above. Or I could put the phoenix on this side, because there's a lot of room on this side as well. And then again, I'm still going to have the old ukulele man, standing right there in the middle of the fabric, playing to it. So I am just dying to find the dragon. If I can't find the dragon, I'm going with the phoenix, because I found that free pattern, and it was super cool. It's kind of like its wings are kind of spread out like this, and it's just fire. It's just a fire phoenix, and I love it. So that is my idea for this fabric. All right. As you can see, I didn't, and that's it. Oh, that's it. That was my stitch email. I also bought, I didn't get this in the mail, but I did buy it on Etsy, and I just didn't print out a picture of it. I love Supernatural. I actually went to a Supernatural convention, Supernatural, the TV show, and I got to take pictures with Dean, and I got to take pictures with Misha Collins and Mark, and I love that. I love that show. So somebody had like a Supernatural sampler, and it said, in this house we do Supernatural, and it had like stuff, and I saw it on Stitch Mania, and I was like, oh my gosh. So I went on Etsy, and I purchased that. If I print it out, then I will show that on my next video. Of course, it's in the back burner for now. I want to get these done, but you know what? It's kind of calling my name just a little bit. So maybe after I finish my Alice and my sister one, I'll do a little bit of stitching on my Mirabilia, and then I think this one's my next thing. All right, and that is pretty much it. Let me see if that is all I had to share. Did I bring anything else over here? No. All right, so that was my week. I thought I brought my book over here to share, and I did not, and it is right over there. So let me just squeeze out a little bit. I wanted to show the book that I'm reading. So one of the reasons I think I'm like a major fairy tale freak, because I love fairy tales. I was also a cast member at the Disney store here in Hawaii for 3 years in college, and I loved every minute of it. And I was an English teacher for 16 years, right? So I love it when people take stories and make it their own and switch the fairy tale around and make it like a different telling. So one of the reasons I haven't stitched too much in the past couple days is because I have been hooked on this book, Spinning Silver. I got it from the Book of the Month Club which I'm a member of. The book before this that I read that I highly recommend is The Last Time I Lied. I read that book in less than 2 days, and then I gave it to my mom, and I was like, oh my gosh, you have to read it. It was really, really good. So probably another reason I didn't get too much stitching done last week because once I start getting into it, if it's a really good book, I am like into it. This is a different way of telling Rumpelstiltskin, and I don't want to give away too much, but basically it involves fairies. It involves these ice fairies that kind of remind me of Game of Thrones, if you watch Game of Thrones. And then it involves strong women, and it kind of revolves around these 3 women. And so, highly recommend, if you like fairy tales, if you like retellings of fairy tales, Spinning Silver. Really, really good. I'm probably like 100 pages into it. I'm probably going to read some more before I go to bed tonight because it's really capturing my attention. And that's why I haven't gotten too much stitching done. But I have to kind of, sometimes you kind of have to give time to all your different hobbies. And so reading has always been one of my main loves. And so, the cross-stitching sometimes has to come in second, I know. All right, so that's it for this video. Hopefully I'll have another one for you in a couple of weeks after I work some more on the projects that I've got going, my 3 projects, my three WIPs. And quite possibly I may get some more stitching mail this year. Oh, I did want to say this. I want to shout out to Bendy Stitcher. Oh my gosh, I watched your video. Thanks for the awesome shout out. That was really, really cool. And in her video, she said she used to live, like, seriously, she used to live a couple of blocks away from me, like, seriously. And that's mind-blowing. It's pretty cool. I wish I had stitchy friends. Oh my gosh, we seriously could have been stitchy friends because I have no stitchy friends. I don't know anybody that stitches except for my aunt, and like I don't even know if she still stitches because she lives in California, and I have no idea. She probably has the most stash I've ever seen. I went to her basement when I did visit her, and she had like boxes and boxes and boxes of cross stitch stuff. So, and maybe she still stitches, but I don't know. But, oh, that would have been super cool. So, thanks for the shout out. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. And next time I'll have some more stuff to share. I have been watching other Flosstube videos along the way as well. I watched one with Pam and Steph, and they showed, they were doing like a stitch along weekend, and they had a trunk show going on. I think it was Meridia Designs, and Meridia Designs had these bikinis, and you can buy them on Etsy, and oh my gosh, they're stinking cute, and I want them all. There's like a Doctor Who one, there's a Hula Girl one, there's a mermaid one, and I want them all. Like, seriously, I want them all. So probably next payday I'm going to be buying like a couple of those, and that's this Friday. So I'll probably have some stitch stuff to show you then with that. If you want to look that up. Pretty sure it's Meridia Designs. If not, I'm going to put it into the little description box anyway, like I always do when I can't always remember what some of the items are that I have. Today was pretty good. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Have fun stitching. Have fun this coming weekend. Have fun the next couple of weeks. And I know school's coming back in session. So for those of you who are going to be affected traffic-wise, like I will, or kid-wise, like I will. Good luck this coming school year, guys, and it's gonna be a fun one. All right, guys, bye.